This is the unboxing of the Nazgul 5. Like most drones, it has everything you'd expect. It has extra straps, extra props, screws, a GoPro connector, all the basics. What sets iFlight aside is that it's very well labeled and set up for somebody that's new to the sport or the hobby. While unboxing videos are popular, I'm not going to handhold you through everything that's in the package here. I'm going to show you later as I pull everything out. Here I just want to talk about the differences between the V1, the V2, the Evoke, things like that, because it's really going to play a big part in what you actually purchase and how you start your FPV. So iFlight has multiple versions of the Nazgul, ranging from the V1 to the Evoke. Now, if you start to do some research, you're going to find that you can't really Google the V1 because when there was a V1, it was just called the Nazgul 5. So when you Google the V2, you're going to see some differences, but you're not going to be able to find the V1 to compare it to. So I'm going to tell you what I found, and hopefully it'll help you out. So the V1 had a slightly higher frame, and everything was right in the center of the stack. The flight controller, the speed control, and the air unit were all in the center. Now they've gone through multiple iterations of the frame. This is the latest and greatest, and it's selling as the V1 on Amazon right now for right around $400. Now there's a V1, there's a V2, there's an Evoke, there's multiple versions, and it's very difficult to know the difference. If you look at these ads, the only difference that they really state in the ad is in the description, and that is a flight stack difference, the F4 to the F7. I'm no expert. I can't really tell you what the difference is. I can tell you what I Googled, and I can tell you what I noticed between the two when I flew it, which was nothing. I have a V1 and I have a V2, and for all intents and purposes, it flew the same. Inside a beta flight, I didn't notice a difference between the flight controllers. I didn't even know it until today when I was actually reading the descriptions. So with the frame, the 5mm arms, the standoffs, the mounts, all the labeling, the directions, the setup, everything looks the same. So if it's a matter of saving a little bit of money, I say buy the cheaper version, which is the V1. If it's a matter of you have to have the latest and greatest and you have the extra money, buy the V2. I didn't see a reason to own both quads, so I ended up sending the V2 back and I purchased the Evoke. So in comparing the Evoke to this quad, again, I don't see much of a difference. The Evoke I purchased is actually a dead cat, so it's shorter from front to back. So it has a tiny bit of maneuverability difference, but again, for all intents and purposes, I don't see or feel much of a difference between the two quads and the two quads set up right out of the box. Let's talk about what this quad does well. This quad is labeled with stickers everywhere that tell you exactly what to do and what not to do in terms of setting it up and plugging things in. Most of the other companies that I've purchased from, and like I said, this is my third or fourth quad depending on whether you count the ones that I've sent back, and the other companies from Beta FPV to Gep RC to even Emax, although Emax does have a quad that I would rank almost as high as this one that I've already purchased, they're not as consumer friendly. It's very difficult to try to figure out what you need to do to set that up or to set them up. This quad, even though it was incorrect, it was open, the settings were all wrong, as if somebody had purchased it and couldn't get it running and sent it back, was still easy to reset and get going because this quad is made for consumers. All right, so that's it for the unboxing. The performance and flight video is a little more exciting. You can tell me that I'm terrible, but you wouldn't be telling me anything that I don't already know. I decided as a challenge, I wanted to see exactly what I could do in 3 weeks. And so you're looking at the end of week 2 and things are coming along. So I thought I would take a little bit of time before I get back to the simulator and start to really push it and attempt to break these and give you the unboxing and some information so that those of you that are looking to get into the hobby don't spend 2 to 3 times the amount of money that you need to spend to actually enjoy yourself. So with that being said, here's a little footage. Maybe some, I don't know, obligatory dubstep added to it. I think everybody has to add dubstep to their first flight video, so I'm gonna, you know what? I'm not. I'm just gonna add some free cheesy audio because it's more my style. So, anyways, deuces. Thanks for watching. Check out the next video. I really think that if you pay attention to what I'm telling you in these next couple videos about what I purchased and what you should purchase, it's going to be a little bit different than what most people are going to say and what a lot of your reading is going to say. But in the end, you're going to enjoy this hobby a lot more. So, anyways, deuces.